Hey Mini enthusiasts, how you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're having a great day. And I'm getting bored. I want to get this engine done. So there's a few more bits to finish off. Let's get stuck into it and let's bring Sprout back to life. Right, so I think most of the bits are back on to make it run now. Well, I think all the bits are back on to make it run. The ECU is still loose because I need to bleed the clutch, I need to bleed the brakes, I need to fill it up with coolant. But I thought I'd just waz it over now, see if it actually runs. So it hasn't run for months. Obviously, you saw me put oil in and spill it. Well done, Keith. Yeah, let's see if it runs. I bet I've tripped the inertia switch. Yep. Sprout lives again. Right, well there we go, viewers. It's not quite 100% complete under the bonnet, but I would say it's 99% complete. So I think we'll probably end this series of videos under the bonnet. It's done. It's as clean and tidy as I want it to be. You can go further. I mean, there's little brackets and like the injectors are a little bit rusty, and the inlet manifold, I just cleaned it up. I didn't give it a paint and things like that. You can't see much of it, but I just wanted to, so it looks, you look under the bonnet and it looks nice and tidy, which I think I've achieved. It is a little bit messy and dusty under here. It wants a proper valet just where I've been working around it. But it's all back together now. It runs beautifully. I've given it a run up and down the private road, first, second and third gear. Not sure about fourth. I've not actually had it in fourth gear yet, so that'd be gutting if I find out fourth gear is broken or something like that, but it doesn't appear to be anyway. And Tom, the guy I bought it off, assured me there were no issues like that when I bought it. So fingers crossed it'll all be fine. I think it's looking absolutely fantastic under here. Like I say, there is a point where you could, you know, between doing you know, a restoration and, you know, doing something that's concourse. We're not going concourse, so there's a few little bits which yeah, if I was going concourse, maybe I'd do a little bit different. So the header tank is just a little bit discoloured. The radiator was quite rusty inside. I flushed that through a few times. I flushed the cooling system through 4 times in a row. Plain water in there, flushing it out, plain water, flushing it out. I got it to the point where the water was looking pretty clear, but there's still a little bit of rust in there. And, you know, to cure that, I'd have to put a new radiator in it. The radiator's not leaking. There has to be a point where I have to decide that there isn't a budget with this car, but there is, from the sense that I'm not going absolutely mad on it. I want to get to the point where potentially, if I decided to sell this car, I would get back the money I've put into it. Don't expect to get the labour back, but we are gonna be knocking on probably, well, 6-7 grand when I start totting up all the parts and buying the car and that sort of thing. And there is a point where these cars are only worth so much money. So yeah, that's it for this bit. Next steps, I guess. I've got the silent coat to do the inside now, so I'll probably do that next. And then I need to strip the boot back out, take the tank back out, paint inside the boot just because it's a bit messy, and I had to do that weld repair in there. And then probably the last thing, I'm going to have a look at the rear subframe. I don't think it needs to come out, but I'm going to have a very good long hard look. I had a look before I started all the structural work, rear hill board, everything like that looks fine, but I just want to look at it in a bit more detail. If there's something that needs doing there, I'll probably have the subframe out. But if there's not, I'll probably clean it up the best I can. Again, not going for concourse finish. If I was, I'd probably just take the subframe out and re-spray all the underside of the boot floor as well, like I did on PL. But that's not the idea with this car. It's a car that's put together to be driven, to be used. Fingers crossed it'll be the car I take to the IMM in Germany. The whole idea is it's meant to be original. Turn the key, start it up, drives nicely, doesn't rattle, doesn't make any horrible noises, and is nice and quiet to drive for long distances. So that's where we are. So appreciate these videos under the bonnet and under the engine have dragged on for a little bit. So like me, I'm sure you're probably all getting a little bit bored of it. But yeah, let's move on to the next phase now. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.